Speaking of impact, what kind of impact are you hoping Harrison's presence will mean for the lineup?
Well, he's a high-level player that we haven't had. He's a guy we can throw the ball to create. He's a really good two-way player, and he's one of our leaders. And so not having him has been tough. And I expect that anytime you bring a guy back after basically sitting out a month, there's to get his rhythm, it's going to take a while. But we're going to watch it closely and do everything possible to get him back as quickly as possible and right into the flow. Well, just he's been a very high impact assistant coach in this league. He had a lot of impact on the great things they've been doing the last several years here. And he's a proven winner. He's a proven winner with the old D League, which is now the G League. And he earned this opportunity. So he's very well thought of.
Rick, what are the correctable focus points for you tonight on Wednesday?
Well, we got to get back and cover the three-point line, particularly the corners. That's something that's an attention to detail thing, and it's got to be a dispositional thing. So it's an area we got to do better. And then offensively, tonight is a different game than Atlanta because it's a different kind of defensive team. But a lot of things are the same. We've got to be a high-pace, random movement team. We got to try to get it scrambled up to get shots. These guys are very good defensively.
Were you pleased with the way Finney-Smith filled in for Barnes in the absence of the starting lineup?
Yeah. Look, Dorian's really had a remarkable run for a guy that was undrafted. Now, last year, the injury was disappointing, and it set him back in terms of maybe the trajectory of his career and things like that. But he's back, and he feels good. And, he's a guy that we desperately need out there because he's one of our best perimeter defenders.
What does that do for your bench that have Dorian going back to the bench now as far as production?
Well, it gives us another high-level perimeter defender coming off the bench. When you start him and West together, both of them are out there going hard, and it's hard to get a fresh guy on a guy that like Leonard or one of these guys that is a really great offensive player. And so it helps alleviate our minutes crunch a little bit. I don't like our guys going into the mid to high 30s in minutes. It's just it's a lot, and Wes's minutes have been creeping up. But Harrison coming back helps our whole rotation that way.
I'm not saying this is what you're going to do, so you can put West on and then bring Dorian in, something like that. Maybe.
Whatever I just said.
Rick,
but I'm not going to get into strategy of the game. I mean,
what was the thinking yesterday? I mean, it sounded like you guys watched the whole Atlanta film again rather than practice. So what was the rationale behind that?
Look at it, talk about it, get better. Almost all our guys came over afterwards. And we had practice. We had an optional practice, but we needed to get the young guys with Harrison so that he could play a simulated game. And so the majority of the team came. So situations like yesterday they're never easy, but we just got to grow and get better from it.